Welcome to Narcissism Freedom. Whether you're coming back or you're new to this channel, thank you. You're in the right place, especially if you're healing from narcissistic abuse, searching for clarity, or waking up to patterns that no longer serve your highest good. Today, we're diving into a powerful topic: the 9 deceptive mind games narcissists use to control their victims. This is a spiritual journey, not just about recognizing tactics and behaviors, but awakening to truth. When someone tries to disconnect you from your own reality, intuition, or self-worth, it becomes more than psychological, it's spiritual. But as painful as it is, it's also an invitation to rise. Your soul is strong enough not just to survive, but to transcend it. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. You are not alone, and just by being here, you're showing up for yourself in a powerful way. That matters. 1. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is one of the most destructive tactics used by narcissists. It's when they distort your perception of reality, causing you to question your memory, instincts, and even your sanity. You might remember something they said clearly, only to have them deny it ever happened. Or you express your feelings and they say, "You're being too sensitive." Over time, this erodes your ability to trust yourself. Spiritually, gaslighting attacks your inner truth. Your intuition is sacred. It's the voice of your soul. Reconnecting with it is your power. When you learn to honor your inner knowing, you stop relying on others to tell you what's real. 2. Triangulation. Triangulation happens when the narcissist brings in a third party to create jealousy, rivalry, or insecurity. This could be an ex, a friend, or even a family member. It keeps you off balance, competing for their approval and unsure where you stand. Sometimes, they'll even pretend someone else is saying negative things about you just to manipulate your emotions. Spiritually, triangulation reminds you that you are not in competition for love. Real love doesn't divide or manipulate. It invites peace, trust, and security. The more grounded you are in your self-worth, the less power this tactic holds over you. 3. Love bombing. One of the earliest tactics, love bombing, is intense and overwhelming. The narcissist showers you with affection, praise, and attention to quickly earn your trust. Once you're hooked, they withdraw it. What once felt like love turns into confusion. The spiritual message here is to be mindful of love that arrives too fast. Real love grows in truth, not intensity. Learn to validate yourself, so you're not vulnerable to someone who only gives love to control. What you thought was connection was actually control disguised as affection. 4. The silent treatment. Instead of confronting you, the narcissist may go silent. They ignore your messages and pretend you don't exist. This creates anxiety and trains you to seek their attention. It's punishment disguised as space. Spiritually, this teaches you to find power in your own presence. You are worthy of love and communication. Silence should never be used as a weapon. When someone goes silent to hurt you, it speaks more about their emotional immaturity than your worth. Your voice and presence matter, even when others refuse to hear them. 5. Projection. Narcissists blame others for their own faults. If they lie, they accuse you of being dishonest. If they cheat, they question your loyalty. This tactic confuses you, keeping you defensive. Spiritually, projection is a reminder not to carry what isn't yours. Your job is to stand in your truth, not defend against their illusions. When you stop absorbing their blame, you begin to see clearly again. You were never the problem. They just needed someone to carry what they couldn't face in themselves. 6. Playing the victim. When called out, narcissists often act like they're the ones being hurt. They may cry or tell sad stories to avoid responsibility. This draws on your empathy, keeping you in cycles of forgiveness without real change. Spiritually, this is about discernment. Compassion must be paired with wisdom. Don't mistake manipulation for vulnerability. It's okay to walk away from someone who plays the victim every time you express your truth.
You are not cruel for choosing peace.
7. Devaluation. After love bombing, the narcissist begins to tear you down. They criticize, belittle, and compare you to others. You're left constantly trying to win back their approval. The spiritual lesson here is that your worth is not up for debate. You were born valuable. No one gets to decide that for you. You don't need to shrink yourself to keep someone's love. The right people will celebrate you, not tear you down. 8. Impossible standards. They set rules you can never fully meet. Once you do what they want, they shift the goal. You stay trapped in a loop of failure and blame. This tactic is meant to break you down. Spiritually, it invites you to reject the myth of perfection. You're allowed to be human. Real love does not demand perfection. It embraces growth. You were never meant to exhaust yourself proving your worth. You only need to be real, not perfect. 9. Intermittent reinforcement. This is one of the most addictive tactics. The narcissist switches between kindness and cruelty. You never know what to expect, but you hold on, hoping for the next high. Spiritually, this reflects our tendency to chase love outside ourselves. True freedom is found when you no longer accept breadcrumbs in place of connection. When you stop waiting for scraps, you make room for real, steady love, starting with the love you give yourself. These mind games are not random. They're practice patterns used to confuse and control. But now that you can see them, you can resist them. You can say no. You can detach. And you can heal. Recovery is not linear. There are days of clarity and days of confusion. That's okay. You're not broken, you're awakening. Each time you choose truth, self-love, and peace over chaos, you move closer to wholeness. This is a spiritual path, one of remembering your power, your light, and your voice. You are not what happened to you. The narcissist may have tried to control you, but they cannot touch what is eternal within you. You are not here to live in fear. You are here to live in freedom, to love deeply, and to be whole. Your healing is sacred. It's not just personal, it's part of your purpose. As you break free, you help others do the same. Your story is strength. Your clarity is power. If you feel led to support the growth and awareness of the Narcissism Freedom channel, the details are below in the description. Your support helps this message reach others who need it. And if this content has helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we are breaking cycles and building clarity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing truth. Stay grounded, stay brave, and always remember, you are not alone.